Game week 15 is potentially the best opportunity so far this season to go against Salah with the captain's armband. Is it worth it? Let's analyse the data to find out. Firstly, we'll start by building the shortlist. The man himself has quite a difficult fixture this game week. He plays against Wolves away from home. You'll see that later on in the video. The first of his challenges this game week is Harry Kane against Norwich at home. Although they've got a new manager, they still rank very high on the fixture difficulty ratings. And this is why his teammate Son Heung-min has also made it onto the shortlist. Last but not least is Cristiano Ronaldo against Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. That's a decent fixture. He's also hit some decent form against Arsenal recently as well. If anything, this is another classic form versus fixture debate. Salah's got the form, Kane and Son's got the fixture, Ronaldo's got a mix of both. Before we proceed, there's a couple of things that are worth highlighting. Salah and Son, SAS, benefit from the midfielder point scoring system of where they get an extra point for a goal and the clean sheet point potential as well. And not only does Salah have the more difficult opponents, he's the only player on the shortlist that doesn't benefit from the home advantage. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats from this and last season combined. First of all, Ronaldo's numbers from last season have been converted with a 0.88 multiplier. This is because the Premier League is roughly 12% more difficult than the Italian League from an attacking perspective. Unsurprisingly, Salah takes the lead on the non-penalty return points per 90 minutes and the expected stats as well. He takes the lead by 0.8 on both metrics, so he easily wins this section. Moving swiftly onto the set pieces, Salah and Kane are both on penalties for their respective clubs. Now I've put a question mark for Ronaldo. He scored the last one and Bruno missed his last one for United, so I do think he's on penalties, but that's not 100% confirmed yet. And then of course Son isn't on penalties for Spurs because of Kane. However, he is the only player on the shortlist to take indirect free kicks and corners. Ronaldo and Kane are the main men for direct free kicks for United and Spurs, but Salah and Son don't really take them very often. Kane is the winner of the set pieces section. Let's take a look at the probability of each player scoring or assisting. Kane has the best chance of scoring. Ronaldo and Salah aren't that far behind him, but Son is. Son does compensate for this on the anytime assist odds where he wins by 10% though. Salah and Kane are both in second place whilst Ronaldo's 16% behind. Overall, Kane has the best chance of returning, but there's not much between the four players. Something that does split them is the weighted odds though. Of course, you get more points for a goal than you do for an assist in FPL. This benefits Salah, Kane and Ronaldo, but not Son. Also, don't forget that midfielders get an extra point for a goal, so Son's not as far behind as what it seems. This means Salah's by far the winner on the weighted odds. Despite Kane having the best chance of returning, this gives Salah a higher ceiling. Therefore, I'd say he is the winner of this section. He's very tight with the points projections this game week. Son's got the highest overall with Fantasy Football Scout on 7.3, yet at Fantasy Football Fix is the second lowest with 5.6. Kane is the lowest with Fix, but the second highest with Scout by 0.1. Ronaldo is the highest on the Fix, and he's got the highest average of 6.8 as well. He's also got the most consistent numbers across the board, so he's the winner of this section. By comparing the opposition's defence, you can see what I was talking about at the start of the video with Salah's fixture. Palace have conceded and Norwich have been expected to concede quite a lot of goals. Wolves fare well in both departments. Out of all the three opponents on the shortlist, it's actually Norwich who have the best chance of obtaining a clean sheet. Liverpool have been on fire this season and Spurs have been off the boil. United are still quite lethal in attack, it's just the defence where they're lacking at the minute. Before we make a decision, let's carry out a quick risk assessment. All four players on the shortlist have had just over 2.5 days of resting time in the busy schedule. Ronaldo has the lowest expected minutes with 82, whilst Salah has the highest with 88. All four players have put in a good case for the captain's armband this game week. I don't think either of the Spurs players are as reliable as Salah at the minute, and I'm not sure if Ronaldo can cope with these fixtures coming thick and fast. All things considered, I think Salah's the best option for game week 15. I've included the reasons on the screen for you. It's nothing to do with ownership, but I do think he's the safest option. Thanks for watching, hit the like button if you found the video informative, and I'll see you here again for game week 16.